So hello, my name is Rob and this is Cat of Rabbit Scale Model Studios, and in this video we're going to be looking at this. This is Sgt Castus. Now if you don't know what this miniature is, I think you're going to be in for a little bit of a surprise. I think this guy was made available a couple of years ago, and well, he's got a bit of a whopping price tag because you had to buy £150 of Warhammer to get him for free. So really this is a £150 miniature. So before I opened him up, I thought it might be worth just preserving this unboxing in a video, and just so people can see what he's actually all about. As always, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get to it. So Sgt Castus, he's got these really cool sculpted base. He's very kind of like, you know, heroic posing. But yeah, this guy was, you got him free, I think, for their 1 millionth user online, and he was made available, but you had to buy £150 worth of Warhammer to get him. So it kind of puts the price tag of him quite high. On eBay, obviously, as you can imagine, he comes with quite a hefty price tag, and is quite hard to get hold of actually, because obviously I think it was only one per customer. If anyone knows if that's any different or there's a way to get another one, please do let me know. But yeah, it was given to me for Christmas, I think, last year, and he's been sitting on my shelf ever since. So I thought, you know what, I'll pluck him off and I'll give him a bit of a paint job. So open him up, and straight away I've got duplicate transfers, which is always a good thing. I'll always use them, even if they are ultramarines. You get a 50mm base. Obviously he's supposed to be an intercessor sergeant, which normally, or intercessor, which is a 32mm. He's on a 50. You get the sprue, obviously the instructions, all that stuff. So taking a look at these, and I will put up high-res pictures right at the end of the video for these. What's really interesting about this is he actually has sculpted battle damage. Now it's really interesting to see how GW actually do their battle damage, because obviously throughout the years lots of painters have developed ways to simulate battle damage, and so to actually see it sculpted on a Space Marine is pretty unique actually. So it was actually quite a pleasant surprise to kind of see all this. He comes with the usual sculpted base, as you can see here. He does come with a weapon option and a head option. I think it's just a difference between a plasma pistol and a bolt pistol, and you can either have him with a helmet or without. Aside from that, there isn't too much to him. He goes together pretty easily. All the detail on the Necrons is fantastic. I will put him on the spinny thing at the end for you to have a good look. But just perusing the instructions here, and you can see that the base is made up of a couple of parts, and it goes bang in the center, and then the Necrons kind of get assembled around it. I actually did start painting mine, and I did keep the guy separate for the minute, and it was probably the smart decision to do. I probably would have kept some of the Necrons off of the base as well to make painting easier, but wasn't, you know, too difficult. It just would have made life a little bit easier. As you can see, he's got a couple of head options here, and obviously he does have the option for a pistol or plasma pistol. He does come with a weapon profile. I don't know how I'd feel about using him in a game because he's got such a big footprint. Maybe magnetizing him and sticking him on a 32 to lead a squad, but then for a £150 miniature, you know, it's a little bit, I guess, iffy at best. I don't know how I feel about that. Obviously you get your standard ultramarine transfer sheet. I don't know why they give you so much, but one good thing about having duplicates here is they do give you the little writing and the purity seal things, the scripture, which is always a really, really nice thing to have. So having two of these, big win. Obviously, I don't know how I feel about models behind paywalls. I know people do it with Warhammer Plus, and you are getting something for it, but you're having to spend a certain amount of money. To me, I don't know whether I'm in with that practice. Maybe this is something I wouldn't have got myself if it wasn't, you know, for gift given to me. But you know, it's an interesting concept, this Marine, but it is one that actually puts him in a really high price bracket. And I don't know, I like people to be able to get hold of things, but I thought it was worth a look at what you actually get. So here's our guy. Obviously I'm going to give him the plasma pistol because, do you know what, I'll probably paint mine as a Dark Angels. I actually have started painting him As I said earlier, I did my buddy's Necron colour scheme, as I had an intro game against him and I beat him, so my Dark Angels did have a 100% win rate, so this was to kind of commemorate me doing so well in an intro game. However, my buddy Josh came down from Birmingham this weekend, absolutely smashed me to bits with his Alpha Legion and his Raptors, so my win rate's gone back down to 50%, so thanks again Josh for doing that. As you can see, all the battle damage, it's a really interesting miniature. I wish they did more of these, but I do wish they were made a little bit more easier to get hold of and maybe weren't restricted behind those massive paywalls. If you are interested in seeing this guy being painted up by me, do check out the links below to my Instagram and stuff like that. And yeah, let me know if you managed to pick this guy up and what your thoughts about how you got him. To me, once again, I'm not sure I'm overly keen with it. I will put up the pictures of the sprues now, but that's it from me in this one. I'll see you all next time. God bless and take care.